He was standing right behind me. That was freaky as hell. You don't often see it like this. It's the opposite of normal. Is my hand in the way? Okay. The two side gates are shut. The middle gate is open. For some kind of weird race today. It's very, very, very calm. I actually forgot it was a bank holiday Monday today. I thought it was just like a normal Monday, so it's actually really nice. But out there, they're building sort of like abandoned shit. Might be quite exciting. I doubt it. I'm sad already because I've just done pigeon watch. There's no baby pigeons yet, maybe. Possibly. They've just been abandoned by their parents. So sad. Where's Mama? Well, it's not often you can walk up Charing Cross Road, just the middle of Charing Cross Road. It's quite nice actually. Lots of crazy people running, and I think we're still within like a partial martial law. Are we not? Is it not like the end of Monday? I think maybe. It's still very, very heightened security here, as proven by me earlier on, because apparently that time lapse of the Mall and me checking out Admiralty Arch was so controversial in terms of the security arrangement that I actually, when I went to get my breakfast, before I'd eaten it, I got accosted by two undercover police officers with which just looked like people who were going out to watch the marathon. So,
all right.
So whenever I speak to a police officer, I always like to film myself, own protection.
That's fine. Can you tell me what you were filming?
I'm a blogger. I was filming a blog.
Okay. What do you do? What do you blog on?
What do I blog on? I do YouTube.
No, what subjects? What's the interest in Admiralty Arch?
What's that got to do with anything? You're asking me to account for my actions. I'm about to go to work. Here's my breakfast.
Where do you work, sir?
A tour guide.
Okay.
This is very nerve-wracking. I am not guilty of anything. I understand that there's heightened security. You see a guy filming.
What's nerve-wracking?
I was doing a time lapse, and people always get.
They wonder what you're doing.
They wonder what I'm doing because I'm there for such a long time. I was filming.
Thank you for your
lapse.
time, sir.
All right. Good luck finding the real ones. Literally shaking like a leaf. So that was fun, wasn't it? Very great. I look very dodgy apparently. That's apparently I don't know. Oh well. Mein Kampf does talk about strength and stability. I don't know if you've ever read it. It's quite an interesting read. Not everybody's cup of tea, but it's actually a very interesting book. And it's very purist in terms of its sort of like military leadership tactics. But strong and stable does not appear as a phrase in Mein Kampf, so no. Hitler did not invent strength and stability in leadership. He just exhibited very strong characteristics of military leadership, which is obviously what Theresa May is trying to do. We have to bear in mind that if Hitler was in charge of the Conservative Party, what would have happened to me with those two undercover police earlier on? Wouldn't be of me going, I'm an artist, dude, just taking time lapse, oh my god. It would have been them just kidnapping me and interrogating me later, which obviously the state still do that sort of thing, just thankfully not to me. So in my eyes, Theresa May is not Adolf Hitler. She is, well, she is. just figured out how far I have to walk, and it's actually quite depressing. I'm gonna have to like really hurry up. Exporting is great, it says on this building, which is the Department for Business, Energy and Industrial Strategy. As you can see there, possibly. Exporting is great. Well, that's the British Council. That's a government department. I'm not sure if the British Council really qualifies as an elected body of government. It's more like a shadow government that developed out of a secret society. Just saying, just saying. And I forgot to say earlier on, but it's absolutely hilarious that you think about it. When the policeman asked me why I was so interested in the Admiralty Arch, I mean, the true answer, of course, was because there's a pigeon's nest there and I was looking for baby pigeons. That's literally why I was there. That's slightly nerdy and a bit embarrassing, isn't it? Oh well. I found it. I'm going to try and duck into St James's Park, quite literally. That's the Conservative Party headquarters. It's very red round here with Cardinal Place and the Westminster Cathedral and all of that. Very red theme. I expected their building to be redder, more red. Looks like they're camping out on one of the spare floors of House of Fraser. Yeah, weird. So I was reading about the polls that have been taken for the upcoming election, and it's a really interesting graph. I wanted to like show you it. Oh, if I was a betting man, because you look at those graphs and you look at time projected forward, it shows that the Conservatives and Labour are going to be essentially completely tied. What this has done to my head, it's made me realise something. Back in the day, when they first announced the Brexit referendum result, and there was that whole thing of Boris Johnson trying to become the leader of the Conservative Party and possibly therefore Prime Minister, and he was sort of sabotaged. Well, I think we know why he was sabotaged now. Because if you imagine it, the Conservatives would have seen that sort of polling graph ages ago and realised no matter what they did, the numbers, the momentum and the way that it was going was always going to swing in their favour. But oh my God, are they going to be cutting it close? If Boris Johnson was there instead of Theresa May, Boris Johnson would have lost against Jeremy Corbyn. So maybe that's the reason he was moved aside. They were forward thinking to this very moment, maybe. Of course, if you look at the graph, what it shows is that basically all the extra Labour so-called voters are all coming from all of the other parties like UKIP and Liberal Democrats. They're really, really trying to make sure that everybody votes Labour to try and stop the Conservatives. Will it actually work? I don't know. And what the hell is this? I don't know. Oh God, it's quite spooky actually. It's like fibre optics. Let me just stand the other side. Oh look, there's me filming a video. Weird. Good luck finding the real ones. You don't often see it like this. It's the opposite of normal. Is my hand in the way? Okay. Out there, they're building sort of like abandoned shit. Might be quite exciting. I doubt it. I'm sad already because I've just done Pigeon watch. Where's Mama? So just to settle this one from the very beginning. Did Hitler, I don't even know why I said it at the end of the last video, did Hitler invent the phrase strong and stable? No. There was a meme going around on the internet that strong and stable is in Mein Kampf. And don't get me wrong, I don't know if you've ever read Mein Kampf, it's a great read.